Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Domeshera Marie, the artist.
Okay. Legs side pulling with the busy. Talking to my girl, she tryna get sticky. You just living life to make a living. Don't be getting up and getting busy. Pop off, swagger with the knockoff. I ain't getting scammed by no white people. Yeah, when the renaissance I don't think I'm ever coming down.
Hello, and welcome to my channel breakdown video of this lovely painting called Lillie. This is made in honor of my great grandmother on my father's side. Her name is Lillie. She is a wonderful, wonderful woman, and she always told me to stay sweet. And I made a Lillie painting for her last year, but the color was, the background color was blue instead. And I had like little tints of like yellow and blue on the lily flower. And this time it's pink. I want to bring in a lot of like love and adoration in this. And I felt pink would be perfect for this as like a background color. So that's why it's pink instead of blue. Blue, soothing for the soul, calming, all that good stuff. And that played a part in the first painting that I had finished the week before I finished this one. And so now, I want to bring in lots and lots and lots of like love, and, you know, just dedicate something to her in her name. This painting is also for sale, as well as prints will be available soon for this on my darkroom. I will link all of that below. But yeah, let's get into the breakdown of it.
Starting off here, as you can see, I started with my base coats. So with this pink color, I actually mixed together this red and this white, and I got this pink, and it worked out so well. So I'm very, very happy with this base coat that I got down. And again, I did two base coats. And just as I said earlier, the base coats were done off screen and I let it sit and dry for a moment before moving on. The next scene here, as you can see, is me doing the petals. Because I painted this last year, I still had reference photos and videos because, of course, I recorded myself while I did it last year. So that's what I was looking at on my phone in my left hand while I was eyeballing it so I can put it on the canvas. So the canvas that I had last year is much different than this canvas. So trying to eyeball it was a bit of work, but you know what? I was very happy with the way that it came out. And for these petals right here, these are all just like the first, you know, coat of the petals. And then I'm gonna build on top of it and build on top of it and keep building on top of it to give it some thickness, to give it a little bit of life, a little bit of, more of what I need to make it look better. I never paid too much attention to the lily until I started painting it, and it really makes me appreciate just how beautiful this flower really is. Going in, I did what can be considered like the shadow of the lily underneath the petals. I'm not sure what to call that in like flower terms, but I painted that again off screen because I had a lot going on and I really wanted to get this painting done. So that was done off screen. I did that, and what you can see here is I'm just like adding to it and thickening it up. What I did was I put the white and then a tinge of like the pink color to give it a bit of a shadow so it's darker than the petals on top but not super super dark. I did something similar with the painting last year, but of course I had to spin it and do it with something pink this time. Stopping for a moment to appreciate my beauty. There you go. Yes, giving this to the girls. I had a really great skin day that day. But hopping back into it, once again, I did do some work off screen. And with that work, all I did was outline the petals with some pink, similar to the previous painting that I did. On screen, you can see that I added the details of the very, very inside of the lily. So I just added like some minor additions to that. That's yellow. So, for a moment here, while you watch me paint, I want to talk about the lily flower because this is something I just looked up as I was editing the video that I wanted to add in. So, the meaning of a white lily flower has some, spiritual symbolism that I thought would work great for kind of like where my mind was at during this time. So, I had just closed out that chapter, that previous chapter, and I was officially closed out of it, and I was on this new beginning, and this was the painting after that previous painting. So the lily flower is considered to be purity of the heart and soul, spirituality, divinity, new beginnings, the cyclical nature of life, beauty, elegance, love, and sympathy for the departed. So the lily flower has many meanings, but the white lily flower is really a great symbolism for purity, innocence, and rebirth. And yet again, even though I was dedicating this one mostly to my great grandmother, it definitely followed another spiritual path that I was already on, where it talks about rebirth and me coming into my own and saying, you know what, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, and then following through with it. So it's such a great way for me to look back and say, you know what, I felt pulled and called to do this. And there was a meaning, like subconsciously, that I didn't even think about. And it still mattered. It still happened. And I'm so glad that I decided to follow my ease and follow my bliss and say, you know what, I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to do this in my color in pink instead of blue, and it matches. Everything matches. It's not really a coincidence right here. And I am so blessed to be alive right now and so grateful for my path. I was feeling close to done with this painting at this point. So all I was doing was building on top of the layer more and more and more. I had been working on the artist way, and the artist way said to, stop trying to be such a perfectionist and just be done with it when you really feel done. So at that point, I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I feel done here. So this is done. This is it. This is the painting, and I'm happy with it, and I love it, and I'm so happy that I got to do this yet again.
All right. So with this lily painting, same thing happened where my former external hard drive was like out of commission. So I had to figure out another way to get this working. So I just gave in and bought another one. So you may not see all of the clips in the video. And when I upload it on like Patreon or Ko-fi or anything like that, then of course, Um, yes, it's been wonderful. I was very happy with the way that this turned out. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. But again, this painting is for sale. If you would like to support the fundraiser that I'm doing for to support my art career, and prints will be available on my darkroom gallery. If you would like to buy a print instead, those are very, very well priced, and all of the links will be below. Um, and thank you all so much for watching this video breakdown. I really, really appreciate all the love and support. And yes, as per usual, I hope everyone has a great day. Bye bye.